Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Slow, they can easily bait out the Nyla W and then re-engage with either Galio. With Nila is like, why is her E so clunky? And Samira came out before, and Samira E feels so good. Makes no sense.
That's a good question.
But it's better now. They actually like patched it a bit.
Oh, patched it, and you max it now usually, is Hylissang. Taking a big chunk of damage.
I mean, he does get to kind of hold the wave, but...
I think one of the struggles that Vitality has had multiple times in their history with Hylissang is that I think you've got to be all in on Hilly or you got to be all in on somebody else. But the halfway measure, you know, it doesn't really work. It is really all or nothing. Like, you gave the man your lungs. He gambled them away. You got to go get the lungs back, or you're just not going to be breathing.
Double or nothing.
You gave your life to this man. You're committed at this point.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly. Double down. Gamble.
Going to be probably a grub contest here from Rogue, though. Varus is a bit late, so now he's going to be able to push out this top wave. And Cassandra has TP. I think we might have a 5-5 cooking.
Are they going to get level 6 in time? That's the big question. Linsis still a little ways away. Needs one more camp. But Rogue, despite the initial push, Rogue still able to get positioned to get at least one grub away. Again, that will deny the feat, or the credit towards the feat for getting objectives.
Santa's not TPing, so it looks like they're just going to drop it. Yeah, just going to give up 3 grubs to Rogue. Bit of a nice fake contest from Vitality. I maybe would have liked to see Cassandra TPing. Oh,
flash out from Hylissang.
Where's Hilly
into
going?
Enemy territory. He's going to W back through onto Patrick. It was all a ruse. Carzzy's still level 5, but he's going to step forward with the slipstream. This is a bit crazy because they don't have the damage to finish this kill.
This looks really illegal from
You
Vitality.
over the wall. Now the ulti coming with the Galio. Larson on the way. Execute looking to follow up. Flash out. Lince is now on the chase. Should be able to get at least one kill back. The cancel, crucial. Shayak manages to stop that one. Now there's a taunt here, but Larson's just walking.
Okay, maybe Hill is the goal.
Rogue pick up the pace a little bit now that they've ticked past level 6. Because as we saw in a lot of the SK games where the Galio was played mid, is that it's just not going to match the outputs of a Victor later in the game. And I think that's doubly true when you're solo AP on an entirely, you know, AD composition. So what can they actually do in this mid game? How can they actually accelerate the pace of the game? Right now it is just trading objective for objective. So second grub spawn for a Drake.
And that's what makes, I think, this Nyla pick so great, is that a lot of the time when you have this Vi Galio comp, you want to have the Galio push out of side lane and then move to mid and look to pick off the ADC. But because it's a Nyla, she has a W, she has the E, she's way too mobile, which means that the only real game plan they have is to either make a play on Cassandra. Diving a Victor is how most team fights end in favor of the Victor.
Oh, Hilly. Exactly what he wants. Q flash forward. Lince is now with the follow-up as well. Patrick going to be in trouble. Hilly using the ultimate ignite now, ticking first kill. And that exchange, the second for Vitality overall. Execute will walk away.
Dodge it and just sets up this play, and it's really nice from Hilly.
Looks good. Knockout. Now a little bit in trouble. Didn't see if he used the Pathmaker. He did. 6 seconds left on the cooldown. Things are going to be a little bit awkward here. There's a lot of CC now forced to use the ult, which will reset the W. The flash out, the sidestep. He's clean with it. He didn't even look back.
This game. He's going to get so much armor from his passive. The champs Rogue has are so bad at killing him and shutting him down.
TP, they're committed. First you don't succeed, try again. Minion's about to die.
Oh,
Taunt is there. Linsis is there. There's really just no play to be had. They don't have any more follow-up damage onto Knocko. But cleverly, Vitality will just back off. They see that there are more champions in the area. They know overcommitting will cost them. But the second attempt into
great
bottom
cover
lane.
by Linkus.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Linsis, but also, it was going to be tricky regardless. Oh. Nice dash forward. Knocko on a tear. Doesn't quite hit level 11. I can see why they'd want to play around the Ambessa, but overcommitting here.
You can see Carzzy is also 2 levels up on Patrick. I mean, Patrick is about to hit level 10, but still, it makes such a big difference for just mid-wave contests, and overall the power of the 2 champions levels are just so OP. Yeah.
And then Nila gets really scary. Again, the crit scaling on this champion is ludicrous. 2 items. Gonna feel pretty impressive. It's Knocko. Now Pathmaker interrupting a bit of the taunt. CC there now is gonna need to ult to get the reset on the Pathmaker. W crucial to try to escape again, and they're just gonna rinse and repeat on this play. Dragon getting taken down in the meantime. Lince is happy with that one. Dash through to the minion. Q backwards. Hylissang away. Instant ulti. Knocko's still alive. This is not fair. They'll finally get the kill. Larson's out of mana though, so Hylissang will walk away. I wonder if they're tired of it on the balance team. Just the endless Cassandra roast. Or if they're here for
3 years of Cassandra being OP and everybody complaining. I don't think they're tired, actually.
Nah, they're actually probably really up for another round of casters complaining about Cassandra.
Let's buff him, I think. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, probably. Got to get the gold win rates
Still
up.
need a kill for Vitality, or 2
True.
kills for Rogue, and they
good
might
point.
be about to get it here.
Trying to get that one. Public execution now trying to dash away the Drakehound's step. The Drakehound's retreat. I lied. I shouldn't have given away the who's the most excited for feet award yet. Carzy. Apotheosis pull back. Balrang in trouble. He might just die here, but Larson, good chain CC, locking him up. Carzy able to flash back to safety, trying to get a bit more space. They have another charge of Slipstream. The shield coming in. The shield bow does some work, but not nearly enough. Rogue might get the second kill here. They just need to kill Hylissang. Shayak, he's going to be much more vulnerable on the side lane. Any of those ultis connect, the Ambessa, the Vi, etc. Things could get difficult, but for now, Dragon is the objective. Rogue looking to move up to Soul Point here.
He's going to be a free Drake for Rogue here. I have a hard time seeing how Linkus can get into the pit without suicide stealing, but if he does that, then it's free Atakan, so hope he doesn't do that.
And free feats of strength.
True.
Arguably more valuable. Okay, Dragon goes down. Third for Rogue.
Oh,
Execute.
this looks deep.
Going down. Good initial route. Follow-up now coming from Larson. It's actually such a clean combo. Carzy didn't even get to play the game for a quick second, but Carzy out with the slipstream, and now the turn and burn. Rogue, if they overplayed their hand, the third kill hasn't come through. Malrang gets to get it. Carzy trying to hold on. Can they find the third kill in the meantime? What's happening on the other side of the screen? He needs to dart to Q. Carzy gets it. Feeding some strength for Vitality. Closely contested. They find another in the back of the play. It's Soul Point for Rogue, but at a damn high cost.
I think the game has just blown open from Rogue. That's going to be execute
Chase,
dead.
Flashed in, execute down. Shayak ready to go in. Gravity field for a bit extra slow. Hylissang on the chase. Hextech Ray.
Atakan is going to die as well. This is...
Knocko's killing Patrick. There's no way he gets out of this one.
All right, let's see it.
Thumbs up. He's going to Q stack.
Dun, 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 dun.
He has flat. Is he willing to just eat a million tower shots for this?
League of Legends a horror movie.
For who, though, is the question.
Well, we'll see.
W. Forward. Into the tower. Arguably questionable, but another W out to safety. Knocko. A little overconfident after that last sequence of play, but Hilly comes in just in time. I was going to say with a locket. He did not have a locket. I don't know what he did.
Gave him move
Catch
speed.
everybody up. If Rogue lose today, so every team with 5 wins, any team that makes it to 5 wins for the rest of our season will qualify for playoffs, which doesn't affect either of these two teams immediately.
But this win is huge for Vitality.
But this win is huge for every other team, and certainly huge for Vitality. Our top 4 preying on Rogue's downfall right now.
If Vitality would have lost this game
Playoffs.
to Rogue...
There's a break week 2 between playoffs and the regular season. Getting that extra time to practice, to get on the same page, is going to benefit a lot of these teams that have been struggling near the bottom. And Vitality, even just the difference between day 1, day 2, and day 3, in terms of how well Hilly has been playing, is highly noticeable.
Vitality start the Nash here. I think this Atakan buff is going to expire soon. Kind of want to see Rogue try to wait it out and then look for an engage. You can see Carzy really wants to fight while the Atakan buff is up. But I could see this being maybe a throw for Vitality here. They're getting chunked.
This is a good time for Patrick to be going for poke. That said, it does not really do much damage.
Good ult from Patrick.
Knocko going over the wall, trying to isolate them out. The call is now to finish the objective, and they're going to be able to grab it. Larson going into the midst of the pit. Shayak still alive on the backside, free to rain down a little bit of extra damage. Hextech Ray hitting, Hylissang standing. With the fight starting to fall apart, Knocko might have to make the difference alongside Shayak. That ulti's getting big from the Victor. Patrick caught out Shayak! The flash in, the siphon power! Taking the hope right out of Patrick's body. Larson cut down as well. Nowhere for this Galio to go. It's going to take a bit of a time, but a damn good fight for Vitality. A quadra for the Victor.
Oh my god, it's Victor.
This was the right call. The build police, they're always out in force. Build and draft police, always ready to show up.
And Malrang is not the instigator this time.
Yeah, I know. Where's the
he
phase?
Hasn't been buying
Where's the phase rush?
I want to see a Heartsteel Vi or something.
No, don't. Please.
That's the weird item that junglers are still buying, no?
Yeah. I mean, you know I hate it.
Yeah.
And I know you're trying to rage bait me, because I get that the clink is maximum dopamine.
Willing to drop where they need to drop and just trying to sneak waves wherever they can. And Adam is not respecting anymore.
Pushback. Combo's good there. Knocko taking a little bit more time. Not going to go all out. Just trying to harass Baron up.
It's really hard when you have this Bruiser into Cassandra and he also loses on side. But maybe we can...
Trying to get a little psycho here. Patrick damage, a few more autos, max health, is starting to do some work. He hasn't even gone all out yet, and they've been able to find a good amount of damage. In the meantime, there's no real objective for Vitality to take. Good pick from Rogue.
But it's 20 seconds for Soul for Rogue. Cassandra's dead for nearly 60 seconds.
They don't have a best ult, but they do a Vi ult, and they have Galio
I execute
ult.
my fish check here.
Patrick!
Patrick,
that's not where you want to get caught. The flashback! Deleted! Vitality, incredible patience to find the pick. Patrick thought he was safe. is absolutely not the case. Larson forced to flash away. Vitality can just now go grab the Drake, grab the Soul if they so choose.
It's not Soul for Vitality though.
Pull back. Adam getting shredded. There's nowhere to go. The Victor chasing him down. Linson on the chase as well. Execute doing everything he can. The ult comes out, but there's nowhere for him to go. Patrick caught, and we've seen this one before. Vitality find that first kill. They'll get the Drake
Kill this
dog.
Cassante, who's been in your face the whole game, and you throw it all away and just get caught.
I mean, it's tough.
It's tough.
You know, you never know what Bush Hill he's going to be
This
in.
glimmer of hope, and then it's just snuffed out right in front of you.
And that's, yeah. In a game like this, all it takes is, when you're at a deficit, a single mistake, right?
Oh, Linces with a crazy flank here.
Another flank. Patrick again caught. Ulti this time for Patrick is good. An extra magic damage shield is not going to help against the Wukong. Lince is on a killing spree, constantly finding these picks. And he can just keep going because he has the entire team with him. Adam making it over the wall. Lince is still chasing. Ulti from the Victor finishing and getting even bigger. Now Knock-Knock in the midst of the fight, taking his time with Execute. Execute, good initial disengage, trying to get away from Carzzy, but Carzzy still untouched, as is Chayak. Nowhere for them to go. Larson, Execute, Malrang, just not enough here. Goes Golden, has his fist in the air, but he's going to drop just as fast. Double kill for Carzzy. Malrang caught out as well. Vitality can just end it here. They look to push down mid and close this game.
Wow. And it's just beautiful from Vitality. They just find pick after pick after pick, and they're able to just convert it into, I mean, they're so tanky they can just dive the towers without caring. And it's 10 seconds on Patrick. He does have good wave clear, but I don't think he can stop it. It looks like Vitality is going to be able to take down the Nexus.
Definitely tough. 2 picks. Multiple picks back-to-back. Lince is kicking off both. Good angle. Patrick is able to grab a kill back, but it does not matter. Vitality are not here to mess around. Or are they? No, they're here to end the game.
Wow.
Vitality moving up to 3-3. Rogue down to 1-4. From now on, for the rest of the split, any team that makes it to 5 wins will qualify for playoffs.
And Nook played a bit against it both times now.
What about the Caps game? We didn't cast the Caps game.
Oh, I'm wrong, actually.
It's me, it's the pros, it's a build. 1-1-3. Angle not quite right there. Can still just leap in and get a small trade, but tanks a tower shot.
Has to be careful here. He's going to be able to back off.
I still think that even just a pressure game
that gets her recall off before Nidalee even started the Scuttle Crab. I really wanted to see more from this Nidalee in the early game, because as Vi right now, I'm very happy, and Mickey with the cancel. Oh, but he might be trolling here, actually.
He can W over the wall. 1-1-3 might want to chase. Spear early level trades, and it was unplayable.
Yeah, I think Corki has a lot stronger early game pressure, but I think this Drake start from Razor could be a bit greedy here. 1-1-3 might be able to spot it.
In, level advantage.
Nook has first move.
Razor trying to sidestep Q over the wall. All in on the bottom lane. Flash over from 1-1-3. Razor trading flashes here. First blood for 1-1-3, and now Upset's going to be the one in trouble. Paris is ticking, but they desperately need to finish that kill. Hail of arrows. The spear doesn't connect. Upset should just die here. Mickey doesn't have anywhere to go. He reminds us the footwork is good, but he is going to get taken down. Q through from Paris to get the assist as well. Fnatic.
Off guard. Beautiful mechanics from 1-1-3 there. Good bot lane skirmish. Great start to the game for BDS.
Definitely, and I think they needed that, right? Now Razork is kind of trying to force something here on the top side. We'll get at least one grub to slow down BDS potentially taking this objective. Kalista on top side first as well. So Fnatic.
Paris is dropping this top wave, looking to move here. Changes his mind. This is something Fnatic does so well. They're able to do these bounce back plays.
True. But how do you decide when it's a cross map? What's the timestamp that we're looking at here?
You can't die and then respawn.
And then call it the same trade. All right. Relevant, good damage down. Oscar in trouble. Trying to get out. Really no way to escape, and that's the power of this combo. 1-1-3 in Irrelevant. Well played by the side of BDS. First death of the game for Oscar yesterday. He was focused, shut down on the Jace pick. And it's a rough start here in day 3. The Rumble, we like the ult, we like what it could bring to a team fight, but with Renekton starting to build a lead with Nidalee ahead, it's going to be so tough to get the time to scale up.
And I'm loving this version of BDS we're getting here with 1-1-3 on a proactive carry champion that can make plays and make stuff happen on the map, where he's also able to play greedy and for himself. It's a joy to watch.
And I think shout out to BDS coaching staff and the players who enabled him to do this, right? A lot of the Sejuani gameplay, who's supposedly like the safe standard, right? There were still some hiccups. So to double down on your player and to say, hey, we'll give you something even more risky and more volatile is a bold call that's paying off for BDS. As now Fnatic trying to force the dive. Ice locked up, really nowhere to go. Smolder ulting in for a bit of an assist. Blocked initially by the Braum. Should find the quick kill. Paris now going to be in trouble as well. TP there. Razork going to fall. That slow lasts for a year. Well played by BDS to get the one Qs in the clutch moment. I think if you look at just hit percentage, Ice is certainly top in the charts.
Oh, with
Give it
Phase
the same
Rush
case
move
this year. Phase Rush, a good shout. Oscar Renan gonna fall again. No, the extra bit of shield. 113 now trying to save. Nice initial sidestep. 113 in trouble, but manages to get out of tower range in time. Yet another dive. The 1,000 of that in the hands of the Nidalee. Already finishing Leandries. This is gonna be a nightmare for 1v1. Side laners are gonna be miserable this game as well.
Going to be another grub contester. Relevant's on the flank, but he might be the one getting flanked.
You win from Razork. Relevant really not concerned.
Wow, he's just clicking forward.
Dominus there. Paros on the way. Ulti from the Smolder. No hope really from Humanoid to extend this, but can just stack up at the very least. In the meantime, fight kicking off. BDS just lost Ice. Upset finding 2 kills. We might need to see this lead on a champion like the Nidalee.
And also, it's so scary seeing this Smolder build up a gold lead against this Jace. I feel like he's going to be a real menace in this game. Just the ulti in and of itself is starting to do so much damage.
Frustrating to deal with. 115 stacks for Humanoid, about to tick over to the next threshold at 125.
That's taking the plant.
Razork going in, just walks in and smites it.
Whoa.
Now the ulti onto 113, they're desperate to find that shutdown. Mickey trying to follow up, good interrupt from Paris, so buying a lot of space. Razork, the flash in, they're trying to lock him up. One more stack of the custom blows and they get him. Don't have vision in the bush, but they don't need it. In the meantime, Mickey cut down as well. Fnatic hungry for shutdowns, but cost him a couple lives in the process. They instead covered the retreat. But certainly the Callista and the Smolder were not able to follow up. Ooh, that Winter's Bite hitting is big, but BDS don't want to overchase.
Paris is a very good Braum. In the BDS, or in the EMM Masters semifinals, he played Braum all 3 games, and he stumped us.
That is...
He hit every Q. Well, now he missed.
Nice stun. Caster Curse. That's your new power. Don't abuse it.
Oh, yeah, yes, cool. It's I forgot about it.
But good on BDS. Again, small incremental advantages continuing to choke Fnatic out on the map. We're looking to.
Looks like they're going to get the first tower, though, for the Feats of Strength. And, ooh, 113.
In. They really want to get this kill. 113 now running. We'll probably be able to take out Mickey, but maybe they can get a kill back. Paris just denying all this damage. Braum so damn obnoxious. Seeker's Arm Guard doing so much work. Cleanse from Upset. A lot of spear stacking. Upset on a rampage. He wanted the Q through for the extra spear. Not willing to commit. Herald is up, so BDS happy with that. Maybe just harass Oscar, deny him, get that health bar a little bit lower so he can't come.
BDS is trying to bite off a little bit more than they can chew here, with both going for the Herald and going for this play on Oscar. But maybe they get...
I mean, 113.
I don't like it that much. It delays them a bit too much in the Herald take. You can see it resets, and it kind of diminishes this tempo advantage that they had. I would have liked if after Rumble ults the top wave, they say, well played to him, he cleared the wave, let's just get the Herald, and let's keep this tempo up. Because now what you'll see is Fnatic is so far ahead in tempo, and I don't think 113 can even do the Herald anymore.
They're going to try to commit to it.
Oh, this might be tragic.
Razork in the area. None of the carries are here, however. But as you highlighted, BDS, there's too many waves that need attending. They can't commit enough members.
And even though they might get this Herald and it might look all good and well, the problem is that like Paris and 113 now really need to base, while Mickey and Razork can be the ones that are actually proactive since they just came off the base.
You call that as Braum in the semifinals in EUM, but it's just been everywhere here in LEC this game to help protect against these dives. Fnatic not going to make the same mistake twice, 3 times? They've dove into Paris a number of times this game. It has not worked out really in any of them.
It's good that Ice is also hovering up here, but I don't like that they're fighting. They're still doing Drake.
Good engage. Initially going to kick things off. Humanoid now following up with that ulti of his own, trying to finish off the kill here. Upsetting there in the meantime as well. The TP's coming in, but might be a little bit late because now it's Ice who's been caught out. Mickey going forward. Ice going to be in trouble. The pullback is good initially on the Rel, and Ice goes down. Ice taken out, Upset and Mickey versus the world, but Mickey already taken down as well. The Fnatic solo laners coming in clutch to help support them. The Dragon down. 113 is able to grab.
So Fnatic is just making the decision to fully ignore mid. They do not want to drop this Atakan, and they're willing to just fully drop resources for it.
235 on Humanoid and the ulti. If BDS don't overcommit here, they get damage for free, but if they do overcommit and they lose the fight, it would be disastrous.
And we need to see some good poke landing here from Nidalee, Jace, and Varus. Although this Rift Herald is doing work, to be honest.
I think for BDS, you got what you wanted. You see the reset now coming in from Humanoid.
Upset with a good cheese here.
Upset walking in onto Irrelevant. Irrelevant going to be forced back. Mickey trying to force the engage in the meantime as well. Rumble all down across the entire team in the midst of the Otacon pit. That's the shutdown. With only 4 members in the fight, Humanoid now TPing it 2. The Herald looking at another charge mid lane, but it might not matter. BDS only losing 1.
Really creative play by Upset there with the cheese. It's going to be a flip for the Otacon.
3K getting lower, 1-1-3 looking for redemption, but no! Once again, Razork's able to find it. This time when he charges in, there's a dragon to back him up. Shut down on a 1-1-3, a big bag of gold, an Upset going legendary.
At first I thought they got Elder there because I was I can't believe you did that.
If you weren't here for Saturday, he made a cringy Drake joke, and I'm just trying to support him by also...
Well, now it's 3 Drakes.
now it's 3 Drakes.
And Irrelevant's angry.
Irrelevant very frustrated, but this is not going to go well for him running. Paras trying to give his life, trying to body block as much as he can, but Ice is
Still
so weak.
Otacon.
Upset is just...
Upset's aggressive.
You wanted to see him gliding. Does tank that spear, though, the slow. Making it a bit easier to land.
I think he's doing a great job at just marking Irrelevant and not letting him flank whatsoever. Oh, maybe.
Mickey, decent chunk. Again, the poke is kind of what BDS want here, but there's just so many unknowns.
They are getting a little bit of poke, but I don't think it's enough.
BDS have to be careful about walking too far forward into this choke.
Oh?
Oscar Riddenall could be big. Upset chasing them away. Again, the Drake is the name of the game here. 1-1-3 miles away. This should be an easy pickup. Ice, noble attempt on the steal. Fnatic now instantly retreating, seeing Mickey's health bars too low, knowing they don't have the Callisto ult. There's no reason for them to stick around. But BDS have to be careful about overcommitting into that brush.
See, it's so hard for BDS and Nash, and it's going to be the same process all over again with them having control of this Baron Nasher.
BDS arriving, mid-wave in a relatively even state. BDS are just going to ignore it for now. Try to get a bit of vision down.
Varus and Jace are very far. They might even look to just finish this with the Rend plus Smite combo.
1-1-3, can you steal this? It's not perfect, it should be. Callisto should be enough to just steal this, and it is. 1-1-3, tries to make the heroic play, goes golden, don't know about that call. Easy kill pickup for Upset.
This game feels so bad to pull off, and they make one mistake, and then the game just looks...
And this is the thing about this composition, right? You can't be the one to make mistakes. As Irrelevant's now caught out. Upset just chasing him down. Nobody's going to be able to stop this Callisto. Mickey following up as well. Upset immediate flash over the wall. Nuke running. Paris likely next to fall. Upset won't overcommit here. Bit of poke goes his way, but Baron for the side of Fnatic.
Both Humanoid and Upset are so tanky. Oh, wait, what?
Humanoid caught out. Go for a little bit more stacks. 3, 4, locked up. Quick pick.
How did he get there?
30 seconds left on the Baron. They're going to take everything away. Humanoid's a very crucial...
He's their most important member here with this Callisto ult. He's just not scared of anything, and he's generating so much pressure. Razork as well has a... Oh,
Echo there too. I'm not sure if he saw... You could see probably Scorch on cooldown, and then he would know. Dragon aggro is of course going to show.
They're able to get control of River here a little bit. Irrelevant's playing well here. Trying to generate some pressure on the side.
Pressure. Again, Varus poke not connecting. It's the big thing. Is Upset can eat a shock blast as long as he can get in range to auto attack in. He will heal that up quickly. But this is pretty much exactly what BDS want. Good pick to start things off. Do they have any other angle? Poke onto Humanoid doesn't finish the job.
TP.
They force out the ulti. And as you said, no TP. He might just try to heal off the wave and come back to the fight. Mickey X looking for the flank. Fnatic, 4 members, but they're getting chunked away. BDS shouldn't be allowed to take this, but the poke, the patience paying off as Fnatic get lower and lower. Paris trying to get a little bit more. Razork wants one more. Can he get another steal? No, not this time. The Jace there to seal the deal. Razork taken out. A fight may be in favor of Fnatic. While the objective is down, it's still so hard for BDS to chase, and they know it. They'll throw a few more spears, a few more shock blasts, but they'll just walk away happy to have the dragon. And this is a team that was not on the same page in so many of their previous losses. But now have to be careful about getting caught out. Mickey aggressive, and Fnatic still incredibly powerful, but Mickey might just get cut down here, trying to live a little bit longer. Will he burn down in the meantime in the Callisto? It looks like he will be able to survive.
Wow.
Really bailed out by Upset there. And again, and it's important to note, this is an insanely tense moment. It takes 1 or 2 skill shots to land for BDS on the right targets for the fight to finally feel in their favor. But it's the same as true from the side of Fnatic. They're going to try to delete Paras. Instantly goes in on 1-1-3. Able to grab the Zhonya's. Mickey follow up. Upset untouched on the wall. He's on the flank. Now they're able to retreat, flash out. Mickey a little bit in no man's land. Razork trying to zone away Irrelevant, but BDS still standing. Wave in favor of Fnatic in mid lane.
Neither team can really progress.
Fnatic
it's very slow.
Do not want to just rush mid wave. They don't want to risk conceding all position here and getting caught in the flank or giving up Baron.
They started the Nash. I'm very worried about this.
BDS have to be careful. Oscar does have ulti, he can just throw it in the pit, but again, patience is the name of the game. Paras, though, the one eating so much damage.
Their Nash is very slow.
Ooh, heal from Italy, though, does keep him topped up relatively well. Mickey trying to spot the
Irrelevant.
Locking up Irrelevant on the side. Dragon spawning as well. Mickey taking a big chunk. Does have the luxury of Upset's ult in a short time. Not off cooldown quite yet. BDS slow, steady, controlled. Oscar still has ulti.
I'm worried about this Nash.
Razork can still get into the pit. Almost all the smites have gone in Razork's favor. Can he find one more? 4K, they have to finish it now. Razork taking his time, queuing into the pit this time. 1-1-3 gets it. BDS getting the Baron.
But
health bars are blinking. They will concede Soul to the side of Fnatic. But at least they get the Baron.
And now you're getting Ocean Soul into a full poke team comp. This is, I think I'm really happy if I'm Fnatic. I think BDS needs
it's tricky, right? Because while BDS have the pushing advantage, again, the Ocean Soul does so much work. Paris wants to keep fighting, though, trying to get a little bit more aggressive. Razork caught out, Humanoid caught out as well. There's no real fallout for BDS, however, but that spear connecting is big. But sadly, the Ocean Soul is just so strong.
So much. I don't know if they can even break the tier 2. Smolder's also so good at wave clearing. And it's so hard to step up on a wave against Smolder as he just cues the wave and then you take the damage.
I mean, Nuke is stepping so far forward just to try to proc concussive blows. They know they have to get something done. It's just so difficult.
I think this game's going to go to Elder.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Do we get another 60 minutes?
That will land on a member.
30 seconds. They have to be so careful about overcommitting here, though. The second the Baron falls away, Fnatic goes hard forward.
I just flash ulted.
Ulti on the Humanoid. The damage not quite enough. Healing still coming in. Ice going to be caught out. He tried to make the hero play and he gets shut down. Desperation. It was patience for so much of the game. But Ice, too eager, too keen. The team not ready. And now Upset just gets to rip through the entirety of BDS.
Oh, and it feels so bad. It's too desperate, and it sets up Fnatic to get that great engage that they needed to just instantly wipe the team fight. And you can see BDS has been struggling for 30 minutes trying to get any sort of advantage, while all Fnatic needs is one good engage, and it's instantly game over.
Credit to BDS for lasting this long. Credit to them for playing such a hard composition, but in the end, Fnatic find the consistency, punish the mistakes, the over-eagerness of BDS. Get their 5th win and lock playoffs.
Wow.
In the LEC Winter Split.
What a great game from Upset.
Well, they both have equalish amounts of engage, right? The Leona can ult from far away, the Nautilus can do a similar thing. They can solve those through the next few months if they do make it to playoffs, as you kind of expect them to. Sitting at 2 and 3 right now, with Rogue already having 5 losses, SK staying on 5, as well as Caps and Jackies are trading in the mid lane. Caps going back for another auto attack, has to flash early. Jackies was ready and actually got a heal off Closer as he walked by, so he's going to have a massive health advantage here in the lane.
Yeah, nicely done by Jackies, just looking for the flash, now getting the heal. He's in a great little spot.
Jackie's running Grasp as well in the mid lane. We see bot lane, Jun going in onto Hans Summer. Hans down to about half HP. They'll trade back onto Noah, and Skumon's coming in from the side. Hans Summer having to cleanse away, but Jun's burnt his flash now, and the flash route coming out from Lebrov. Jun goes back in. Ignite is ticking on Hans. Jun might even be able to get the first blood. He secures it. He's going to pay for it with his life as Lebrov and Skumon decided to focus down Noah first. Jun will die to the tower. I think it's Skumon that gets the kill.
Yeah, the first
from Noah flashing forward for that auto attack on Hans. If he got the kill, obviously it becomes a bit much more beneficial trade, as Caps is losing massively to Jackies, who still has the flash, but here is Lebrov to save his mid, and now Jun is in for a world of hurt as well. Caps dies to the spear. A 2-for-1 exchange, a double over to Skuma.
So you don't want to be defeated on there, Richard. Don't worry.
On the same page?
Yeah.
Good. Lot and Broken Blade trading in the top lane here. Lot is on the wrong side of this. Broken Blade brings in the Intoku's good flash from Lot to escape. Dodges the Q3 as well. In the end, it's flash for flash, but Blade went forward. Noah trying to put the damage down with the piercing arrow as well. Cap's going to pick up some honey fruit towards the top side. Noah now slowed up. Rob looking for a little bit more. Jun still doesn't have the flash. The hook's going to land, and Caps is here to join the party. Noah falls. Hans Summer secures it. Top laner could do in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, the quick ult underneath the tower means he can't really do particularly much, and G2, as a result, will end up getting these void grubs as well. So, I mean, at the moment, a composition that kind of wants to be ahead in the game for Giant X is not really looking so hot. Like, you're 1.7...
Stranglethorns taking half of Jackie's HP because the Leandries is already complete.
Yeah, nice fancy feat from Skumon, and as you said, the DPS is there with the Leandries, but it's just Giant X forced away, and again, it's another objective going across the G2, and this is what we were kind of pointing out with the Otacon, only 20%. Like, objectives have not been the best for G2, both in the setup for themselves, the ability to get...
To Jackie's, who's currently sitting at 77 stacks, trying to get himself towards that fateful 225 mark. Not as powerful as it once was, but still a very strong point for the Smolder. For Giant X, I think a lot of people have been wondering how long this run of form could continue, as Broken Blade is going to get chased down by lots and closer here. The first spear missed, the second goes wide as well, and Broken Blade is almost at the safety of his tower. They will manage to escape. I think the
Ult is available for Skewmond. They don't really know where closer is, so they're going to back away for a moment, but maybe on this next wave?
LeBron hooks a minion. We'll say it was to delay the wave, guys.
Yeah. It was a warning shot.
Goes down. Zenith Blade wide as well. The Solar Flare misses. Noah underneath the tower, basically in a bouncy castle. Closer's trying to come in from the side as well. LeBron flashes away from the piercing arrow. Jun solo. Han Summer finally able to join the party, and he'll happily accept a couple of kills. Gets one of them. The other goes to Skewmond. The flash away from Jun should be able to get to safety with this blast cone. The question is, will G2 chase him? With the grubs up, they might just turn their eyes to those.
Yeah, I think they're just going to back off towards the grubs, but that was a little messy from G2. As you said, Hansama couldn't really get involved for a large portion of that play, but when he did, came in at just the right time. Jackie's going to have Lavrov show up in his lane and going to lose a chunk of his HP.
Is caught. Jackie does still have the flash. I think this is more Lavrov making sure that Caps can get the wave in.
It's also Jackie's just TP'd in, and now it's the reset, and Caps has his teleport to come through. So really good job by Lavrov, because now you just guarantee there's no presence on topside, and that's 6 Void Grubs. And on average, favor turret plates and now turrets as well once they get this.
Feels like they'll play for this top tier 1 and then reset, look down towards that dragon with the grubs as well. This is going to fall incredibly quickly. Great hook by Lavrov out of the Zenith Blade. Oh, that's the Nautilus highlight clip right there. Lavrov lands it perfectly, but Jackie's is on the chase now. Lavrov is going to get shut down. Good knock-up as well, as Jackie's is being forced to chase a little bit further. Grasping Roots coming out. Blade might have to wait for another wave before he can push in and take this turret. Closer on his way across. Lavrov and Skewmond once again teaming up to try and get vision around this Drake. I don't think Giant X really want to fight this. They're still looking to scale. Jackie's 100 stacks away from that 225 mark on the Smolder.
G2, fantastic spot. Get the first tower. You can still have your Corki go up, clear out that top side, and once you get Dragon, reset, look for the tier 1 tower on top side as well. And it just feels like Giant X, again, because you're a poke comp, you can't really step foot in here. Like, who's really going to tank it? Jun has already shown how squishy he is. And now Cap's going to go up 1v1 against Jackie's, and I don't think he wins this anymore.
Yeah, the Phosphorus Bomb doing so much work. Caps as well with that Gatling gun, reducing the armor of Madrix. This Jackie's with some fancy feet to dodge to the side, but that tower is pretty much...
Very lucky that he didn't get hit by that. Now Closer going to come in, heal from Mom, heal from the Nidalee. Still Caps drawing more attention towards topside, which is kind of working out well for them, because with Rift Herald in just a couple of seconds, he gets cleared the wave, should be able to reset and pick up if he wants to, or even interrupt here.
Oh, gets hit with the spear though. Closer was already retreating. If he'd gone forward, I think perhaps would have had a little bit of pressure.
He's actually been really good at following Skewmond around the map here, making sure that they are in decent positions. So even when you get the plays on mid towards Caps, you already have that protection. Again, with Lavrov with some great hooks. So shout out to him, because he's had a spectacular game. And I think he's kind of the one that a lot of people were looking at as, hey, look, you need to quickly come into form here on G2. I don't really understand how that works in this scenario, but I'm following you down this weird rabbit hole.
Measure.
Yeah.
You know, good barometer. Lavrov caught out a little bit, perhaps not the best measure of how he's been playing this game. The Solar Flare down, he does flash away, but he's hit by Mom. Strangled Thorns into the bullet time, almost kills off Noah, who does still have the flash. All out from Broken Blade. The blast cone back, Broken Blade looking for Noah, and gets onto him. Noah unable to escape the clutches of BB, but now BB's in the middle of 3. Han Summer flashes the wall, and Nidalee goes extinct. G2 find 2.
You should be able to do that.
We'll say that Smolder wasn't stacked up because Noah has no flash. Depth Charge going to chase him in. Pathfinder away by Broken Blade. Still gets a knock up onto Jun. Stranglethorns though, down onto 2 members. Lot knocked up by it. Already Jun is down. And G2 are already knocking on these tier 2s.
Still have to wait to see what the rest of it is, but certainly a speed bump if they lose here to G2.
And it was a bad start in this game for them, so
True.
you can't judge how good they are as a team from the fact that Skewmond had Leandries at like 12 minutes, right? Sometimes that just happens. I think if I was a Giant X fan coming into the split, I'd be pretty happy with the fact I've gone 4-1 in the first 5 games. I'd be pretty happy with the fact I'm likely to get to 6 wins considering the rest of the opposition I have. All out coming out onto Jun, and it feels like targeting at the moment from G2. Jun just doesn't get an opportunity to move. He is the primary and pretty much only engaged for Giant X, so as soon as... hoping that one player does and it's not Broken.
Yeah.
Please, Hansama, please just face check the bush.
He's just doing it himself. They're like, there has to be more. BB would never step up like this. But no, he's just, this is chill.
very willing just to tank all of this damage for now. Has those upgraded plated steel caps as well. Chain laced somethings as we see the Artican about to fall here for G2. Mom called by Jackie's topside Stranglethorn's going down. Closer's already dead. The smite now secures voracious Artican. And G2
isn't there yet. Still yet to spawn, but yeah, this is a toughie.
I mean, it's also how do you defend against guys that have a second life?
Yeah.
You know? We're gamers. We're used to having no life. These guys have 2 of them. I don't understand. Voracious
What do you
Artican.
mean? My Stardew Valley is my second life.
It was like an MMO sim that was called Second Life for a while, where people would like go to offices and such. I never really got into it. Pretty happy about it. My life is League of Legends. As double inhibitor is going to fall here for G2. 14 kills to 4, 23 minutes in. LeBron looks for the hook. Noah has to flash away. Solo player going wide as well. Noah's going to land the Chain of Corruption on towards Cassante. He'll withdraw. The false life buying him a trip back to the fountain, lickety split. G2 will back away. They've got in 2 inhibs. It was greedy to go for more to catch that super minion wave in bot. Closer and Lot took the fast route here, and I don't think that's the way you want to go. Jun coming in from the side as well. Might dissuade Caps from going any further, but Closer's already at 3rd HP. Lot almost down at half, and that's the tower gone.
Sometimes the scenic route's worth it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get to have a much
All
nicer
the time
experience.
in League of Legends, the scenic route is worth it. Take your time, get yourself a bus pass, go the long way around. Baron up as well for G2.
Broken Blade and Skewmon, you could probably take it. Well, we're going to find out it's just Skewmon and Hansama first, but yeah. Well, with the burn that you have on the Leandries and the damage there, you don't really need a huge amount of people. And a Giant X going to try and get in here, but I think if one person dies, the game just ends. So I don't even think it's worth Closer trying to steal, but you also lose if they take the Baron, so...
Yeah, the game ends if they take the Baron, and the game ends if you try and steal it. You might as well get the 1,500 gold.
True.
You know, the next option for G2. So they are going to make sure that all the neutral objective stats that we talked about at the start of the game are now very much in their favor.
One bad stat and G2 were like, no, not a hope. No, we're not letting this happen at all.
It's not just the coaches.
Look, I'm sorry, Dylan. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a Falco punch if I've ever seen one. That's okay. 11,000 gold the lead for now for G2, and Giant X probably thinking more about the donor they'll get at the end of the day than the conclusion of this game, because if they find a way back in this game, it is truly miraculous. It is something out of legend rather than something we expect to see. Lot is trying to push through top, hill TP back. Mom comes down, still 2 supers there on the wave. G2 will take the first Nexus tower. Remember, they do respawn if Giant X can delay for 3 minutes.
I did forget they had 6 Void Grubs as well. This is doomed.
Lot's almost dead. Redemption comes down. The second Nexus tower is short to follow. Lot goes back in. Caps hits a missile, and Lot is sent 6 feet under. The bullet time comes out. G2, in convincing fashion, will take their 3rd win of the split and deny Giant X playoffs for at least 1 more game.
Very well played by G2 from start to finish, and in particular, Skewmon.
Glacial Fish are doing a lot of work. Unbreakable as well in this sort of...
It's just going to be nice and simple. Yep. So I think in the grand scheme of things, this kind of helps out for Heretics, because I think you do have like pushing lanes and stuff, which is fine.
Less than simple though. Like you have Sejuani and Braun passive early on. Stend, Flacken and Shale walking through together. Coming in from the side, Callista's down towards the bottom side. Targus has done the loop all the way around. Shale just looking to take this red as soon as possible, but Callista's putting some damage into his back. Stend hits the Winter's Bite onto Yike. Vladdy's trying to join the party here. Look at how low Sheo is, though, in the middle of it all. He lands the smite. Arctica sold out, but Vladdy is just waiting, and he'll happily take the kill. It's disaster! Oh my god! They're looking for that recall. Kalista will want to go back and get that tier as soon as possible. Starts scaling up on the Ezreal. Sheo's in a good position, though. Kalista has to flash away early, as does Targamas. And now it's Summonerless on either side in the bot lane.
Been over towards Void Groups as well. I think, yeah, Heretics just playing well. And also, like, shout out to Carlson again. He kind of said, I don't think Connor really wants to operate in towards the top side matchup, but he's been doing a good job in trades. Unfortunately, though, has been losing out.
Wave crashes in. We did see Flacken moving towards mid. He'll be able to catch this wave in time. Ezreal doesn't have the strongest push in the world. Does have cleanse here. No flash for Kalist. He got a plate. Is it enough? Because Stend has flash and so does Flacken, and I don't think really Kalist has anywhere to go. Can look to try and escape. Tries to outplay in the 2v1, but His days were numbered. A while to get back out. I don't think Heretics will want to fight the Drake because of that. You can see Kalista already back in the lane. One of the benefits as well of dying, I know it sounds weird, in that 2v1 and not expending a lot to escape, is you get the death guards. So he's immediately back into the lane. Targamas only has to hold the wave for a few seconds before Kalista is there to catch the wave.
Spoken like a true boss fan.
Yep.
Yeah. Good, it was a good death.
It was good death. Good death, man. I held the wave. Yike is here.
They haven't really got this down, though.
Yeah, Flackett's already back out on the map. Kalist was trying to get the wave out, still frozen. Glacial Prison going down, and Yike is in for a world of hurt. Crescent Guard goes out, he dashes to Stend. Yike still ticking and will fall to Sheo. Now Carmine Core don't have a jungler, and Heretics have evened out the scoreline 2-2 so far. Vladdy is coming in from the side, has that Arcane Storm. They're looking to try and catch Sheo out. The Zenith Blade flashed away from, cleanse away from Flacket as well. Arcane Storm doing work as Stend has to flash. The stun onto Targamas. True Shot Barrage coming out. Another Ray, another dash, another dollar perhaps, and there's the kill. Vladdy secures it. His
Voidgrubs have spawned, and it looks like Heretics aren't even interested. They've already got 3, so they're going to set their eyes on bot tower instead.
Yeah, you could see Stend standing behind the tower in that bush. Sheo was pinging that he's on his way across here as well. They're just trying to get plates. They're trying to deny Kalist as much as possible. It's a cannon wave coming in, so if they can keep him away, it would be pretty beneficial for Flacket in that 1v1 matchup. Kalista and Targamas have to walk all the way back. No level 6 yet on the Leona, but Kalista does have both sums, as does Targa. The cannon minion will die. Wasn't picked up in terms of gold. Kalista was outside of experience range as well, but that's the only minion he's going to lose from this wave.
Really starting to snowball this lead and get into a position where he can be a massive threat on side lanes, and you will have to deal as Heretics, but bot lane is the first port of action.
Kalista jumps away. Glacial Prison just short of clipping Targa. Solar Flare goes down, does land the stun on Stend, who's put the Unbreakable down. Zenith Blade out as well into the Glacial Fisher. Targamas stunned up, severing Bolt. Enough for Flacket to pick up the kill. Have to back away as well. It puts Heretics in good stead to try and fight around it. Kano is in the mid lane. Sheo jumping across it. They're looking for Targamas, who does still have the flash. Yike and Vladdy on their way across as well. Targamas with the Solar Flame on to Stend. TP behind as well. Kano's going to be in prime position to open up on this. Vladdy on a rampage gets his 4th of the game. Flackett's going to get locked up as well. And Kano might be the first KC player to get a kill other than Vladdy. Kamilu chasing Kalista out here. The cleanse away. Dodges the Spiraling Despair. Manages to get to safety, burning that cleanse in the Arcane Ship.
Yeah, there's been so much focus on towards Kalista. I think Heretics kind of forgot about Vladdy. Kalista's going to be able to escape away, but as well means there's 0 escape from the gravity field that Vladdy immediately puts down. So nicely done by the KC mid, again picking up another kill for himself.
That's the thing, if you are investing a lot of resources.
I thought they were going to try and shift down. It looks like they are going to go for it and try and use that push. Vladdy immediately TPing into the bottom side. So good map movement here by KC to secure bot tower and maybe some kills off the back.
Solar Flare lands and Stend goes down. Vladdy unstoppable. Flacket trying to put the damage back down. Yike with the Crescent Guard is mitigating a lot of it. Targamas still going forward. Vladdy gets a double. The Arcane Storm doing work. Sheo is able to pick up 1 in response. It's 1 more for Yike now.
The shot caller is, but you can definitely tell that like they understand how to approach a lot of the macro aspects of this game.
There's cohesion in how they make their decisions as well. Everyone seems to be on the same page for now, at least. Rift Herald will be picked up by them. Look to break open the mid tier 1 with that. It's usually the port of call with the objective. Expand that gold lead. It is a Drake apiece. Hextech Soul. Yeah, it would be quite nice. I feel like I'd be one of those people that just makes a single mistake and then blows myself up.
I was going to say, are you the Harry Potter route or the Terry Pratchett route? Because they go very different ways.
Crescent Card coming out as it looks like for a moment Yike was going to go the Harry Potter route, but about the Kadabra, he goes.
Asio Flacket!
Asio kills. An Asio death for Heretics. Vladdy just absolutely popping off. A triple for him. He's 9-0. Gifted 2 kills at the start. Hasn't really been involved in the game too much. There was one time Kana TP'd into a fight, and that's the one time he got a kill. Second Drake of the game going over to Carmine Corp. The Artican is down on this bottom side. It is voracious as per usual in professional play.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the 9-0-2 Vladdy on Victor. But I just don't know what you're supposed to do to break this. They're trying to, though.
Well, they're going on Yike again. He puts down the Crescent Guard. He'll get knocked up with a Glacial Fisher. TP coming in behind Kamilu. It's going to be met by Carlson as he joins the fray. Kana's already killed off Stend. Sheo's almost dead as well. Gets hit by Kalist. Vladdy's chasing off Carlson. And yeah, that was without the Vladimir even there. Oh, great cleanse from Kalist. Yeah. Kana chucks a house. into Camilo to get...
I'm just shocked they haven't learned that if you go onto the Xin Zhao and he ults, you don't have anyone who deals damage.
Yes.
Which is kind of a big part of killing someone in this game.
You do need to do damage to kill people. That is true.
And it's just not quite working out for Heretics in this one. But doesn't mean KC get the Atacon buff for free. I think they can just dive inhibitor turrets now, to be perfectly honest, and just make full advantage of it, because again, one kill and the Victor that's about to complete the Void Staff will rip through everyone.
It's like that out whenever you want. If it hits, go in. If it misses, c'est la vie. A step back, clear out the vision. Kalist pushing in the wave. And I wonder if Heretics try and mount their defense underneath this tower. They will. They get onto Kalist. He does still have that Pulse Life, but he's going to have to use it. Dashes in for a little bit more damage. The Pulse Life will cause him to withdraw, but Heretics are losing their life bars pretty damn quick. Vladdy with the Arcane Storm. Yike going forward for another kill. Kana, Nars, Sheo slams his face into the wall, and Yike's there to follow up for a double. Flacken with the early cleanse, trying to get away from Kana, and breakable out by Sten, trying to defend his AD carry. But I don't think Sten is going to survive for much longer. Carlson was waiting for Kalist in a bot lane push, but Kalist was wary to the threat. And now Carmine Core have a wave pushing in topside. An inhibitor tower, their prize if they want it. Looks like they're actually just gonna get the hell out of there for now. Don't even go for the inhib tower. Oh, Vladdy's waiting! Blackhead flashes away, but Vladdy siphons a little bit of his soul as he goes back with the Pulse Light, keeps that perfect scoreline alive.
Yeah, I think I was just watching StarCraft, and I did miss the GG moment where you just go,
GG.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it? Idra?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he, with the hallucinated. Yes! Yes, what a moment! Oh, I wish we could do that. You're Nico, and you're playing that patient, passive playstyle that is exemplified in the copy pasta.
But I also think, like, KC have proven that they are a real team to focus on.
Oh, 100%.
Like, time and time again, they've come up clutch. Targamas tries to there.
Flash Soul looks like great fear onto Targamas there with the Grim Visage. He's locked up, down to 100 HP, almost falling. Carlson on the backline gets onto Kalist, flashes the wall. Carlson needs to get in range. True Shot Barrage will be enough, but Carlson will get the kill now. Sheo being chased out by Kana, who flashes forward. This does land the root, does a tiny bit of damage to Yike. Nothing really to talk home about. Kalist doesn't have flash. Carlson still looking for that flank position. Gets onto Kana, who's building up towards the Mega Gnar. Carlson trying to leap strike out. Pops the stopwatch. Camilo down to half HP. Yike goes in, but he's speared by the Grim Visage. Targamas falling low. Carlson able to get away. Kana now in the midst of Heretics. He's going to have to dash back to the pit, and already Heretics found one out of this fight. Kana almost eats the Hextech Drakes. Fire breath there towards the back. Resets coming out from Camilo and Carlson. Kalist jumping forward. No way! It's spiraling despair for Carmine Core. They've lost two already. Kana has the TP. He's going to rejoin in. Kalist has flash and cleanse now. Yike as well. No flash on him. No Crescent Guard either. TP's coming out from Heretics as they look to stop the soul from Carmine Core, and I think they've done it pretty well.
The rookies on Heretics are playing out of their mind in that fight.
Crazy fight.
Carlson ends up lightning. You're just not going to have it. So at this stage, it's, oh, well, actually, KC just going to start up the Baron, but I don't think this is the call. Like, Heretics have a lot of poke. They know you're on it, and you don't have a real engage.
Sten going to be the one to step forward. Kana looking for that flank position. Carlson will mark him. Targamas and Vladdy are down towards the bottom side here. Counter-strike out from Carlson. Kana using the Gnar Chain of Corruption. Kalist has to jump away from it. Glacial Prism going down onto Targamas. The Gaze of the Abyss as well, going to get the root. The Baron already resetting. Carlson keeping Kana busy. True Shot Barrage does get a chunk out of Heretics, but Carmine Core couldn't find much more. What have they got in terms of ultimate? Glacial Prism was used. Chain of Corruption was used. But on the other side, Kalist used True Shot. Kana used his Gnar.
Yike started up again, so KC think that they've burnt enough of the ultimates to try and go for it. Targamas now has his ultimate back up. Can KC find the engage? When becomes lightning goes wide for Yike.
8,000 on the Baron. Stand looking for the Winter's Bite. Will land it. True Shot again onto Blackhead. But look at the damage on Targamas. He's already dead. Carlson have to flash away. Sheo down. The Arcane Storm trying to put the damage out. Kalist continues to do so. Keeps hitting those Mystic shots. The wind becomes lightning. Stend jumps in the way at the right moment, but they just can't get onto Kalist. Sten trying to get the final order win. Kalist does it all once again. A quadra for him. He dies to the Ignite. But when Vladdy couldn't quite do enough in the fight, it's Kalist who stands up for Carmine Core.
Kinda just gonna try and interrupt the reset. Needs to try and find him. Says peekaboo, I see you. As the rest of KC go to tear down the structures in the base.
First inhibitor's fallen. They have a wave as well. A cannon minion with them. Camilu's going to try and get to that Hex Gate. Misses the Grim Visage. The Boomerang will stop him from channeling through the gate. Kana takes the kill. Has the flash, has the cleanse. Kalist has no summoners. Vladdy still has both of his as well. That Arcane Storm will absolutely rip through the heart of Heretics if it's given the time to do so. Targamas jumps onto Stand. Unbreakable down. Stand Beside Me used already as well, and Stand is just locked up for an absolute age. Carmine Core not giving Heretics the option of getting into the pit for a fight. Instead, they isolate the support, they take him out, and then they turn their eyes back to the Baron.
Vladdy in trouble though.
Glacial Prison is going to land. Flakked looking for the damage with the piercing arrow. Takes about half of Vladdy's health, but it's not enough. Vladdy can just retreat to the safety of his team. The Baron taken by KC, and once again, the game back. Flakked has that Chain of Corruption back up. You've got 3 items on your mid laner. Flakked sitting on 3 as well. The True Shot Barrage does hit Camilu. Targamas looking for the engage, but the Grim Visage will fear him away. The Drake has spawned. Hex Soul, a possibility now for Carmine Core. Targamas putting on his tap shoes, able to dodge away from the damage here. Continues just to sidestep it, and Kalist is taking the Drake by himself. Yike will come in for the secure. There's the those Baron-empowered minions, a little bit tankier than the normal minions, so you can see Camilu unable to get through a wave with the Molten Fission. Kana looking for the damage onto Camilu from the side, has just gone into mini form. The inhibitor tower in the bot lane, the target, Glacial Prison going in, Carlson dashing in as well, but Kana able to flash across the wall. Sten stunned up the inhibitor tower, 4 Solar Player coming out. Camilu was the one targeted by Targamas and by Vladdy as well. The Arcane Storm begins to do its work. Flakked forced back to the fountain. He'll escape to the relative safety of it. Yike now needs to get out as well. Counter-strike coming out. Yike able to dash away. Carlson pops a stopwatch. Only one Nexus tower stands for Heretics, but Carmine Core aren't even focusing it yet. Instead, they're keeping Heretics low. They'll take the second Nexus tower, and Heretics can't hold on to the game. Carmine Core diving forward, and they'll secure their spot in playoffs.
A well-earned spot in playoffs as well. A few hiccups here and there in that game, but or from the Nautilus as well, so you've plenty of setup from Mirwin, even if he doesn't have the best.
Use it early to escape Isma. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, trades continuing. Top side as well. Loopy forced away. Ignite ticking. Another auto is enough, and Super's out first blood.
Nicely done. Good hook from Alvaro to set that one up, but Isma, they're going to spot it. Both of these resets.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew that Elioya was waiting in the bush, because Isma is now very low HP, and Jojo and Elioya can chase him down. Rika's just finishing his reset in the mid lane. It's like, Isma, you're on your own. Can you escape? Elioya flashes! And the answer is Isma. Why, though? Why? Why, though?
Can you spam? If you can spam it in the chat, I feel like that's a...
Well, it's an emote in-game, so
Yeah.
you can spam it to your opposition. Arcane Storm coming out here. Jojo trying to walk his way away and will manage to do so. The Gaze of the Abyss is going to lock up Isma.
Jojo in his interview yesterday kind of said, hey, it's feeling very much like I'm still over in NA because everyone is coming to my lane all the time. And I think Isma kind of read that interview, was like, do you know what? That's just like a great idea, because he's been there a lot, but it's actually been working out relatively okay for Movistar Koi. You're trying to see if he can steal one of these grubs away. As focus on bottom side for the moment, but here we go. Yeah, just going to be able to push SK back with the push on top side.
SK where we get Alvaro and Elioya just around the corner should be fine. Rahel trading onto Super. Arcane shifting forward. Super has barrier, no flash for him. Rahel his way up the river.
Yeah, a little nervous as there was multiple members of Movistar Koi. Crab going to go cross to Elioya. How far do you want to go here?
Alvaro has flash and ignite. Luffy's going in with the grand entrance. Vault Breaker charged up by Elioya. Rahel now needs to jump across, but Alvaro lands the root there with the staggering blows, and Rahel dies to the ignite. And oh, SK, what on earth are you doing? They lose another kill.
Yeah, it does mean that Genix will have to reset though, because he can't really contest in the next wave. So Dragon to Movistar Koi, and they're just going to continue to pick up pretty much. There's no reason for Isma to face check that until he has Rahel and Luffy starting to move across with him. So now he's out of the equation, and even SK trying to push in that last wave, oof, nearly cost. If Movistar Koi had gone up immediately, I think they could have been caught as well. So it's just SK taking a lot of risks that are unnecessary, and Movistar Koi punishing accordingly.
Jojo did have to burn his flash in the mid lane. We saw a little bit of it in the picture. I think it was Arcane Storm followed up with Isma just, running around the corner. There's always a threat. And now Mirwin is the one who is under threat as Janax, Rika, and Isma are looking for the collapse. Mirwin flashes away, public execution gets onto the backline. Genex still tanking up the tower. Mirwin still very healthy, and that tower is ramping up. Isma down to 100 HP. Rika trying to put the damage down as well. Meanwhile, on the top side, there's another dive happening. MKoi already killed off Rahel. Yoya tanking the tower. Lupi was able to escape. Mirwin survives on the bot side, and is perfect for MKoi across the map. Rika, you stay around here, should be okay. Mirwin just dashes in, clears the wave, and then can reset.
Yeah, I mean, now you're in a position as well to maybe look for a dive on the bottom half of the map.
Rika gonna try and survive this. I'm not sure how well he'll do. Gravity Field goes down, and Yoya tanks up the tower. Arcane Storm going out as well. Cease and desist enough. Elioya flashes away, and that's spiraling despair not only for Rika, but also for SK. 6 and
Now TPing behind Jojo Pyun.
Jojo has no flash. Glacial Prison is gonna hit. Okay. Jojo, you overstepped a little bit. He's gonna try and walk his way away. Just delay for as much as
Get
possible.
the wave, get the wave.
Can't quite
He
get
won't
it.
get the wave.
Molten Fisher not enough. In the end, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There's a lot of motivation to be taken from not being perfect gamed. Obviously, they wouldn't have been because they managed to pick up a Grubs and a tower. But now they are about to lose the Rift Herald, and MKoi still very much in control of this game. They haven't stacked up the Drakes as quickly as they could, but they are still the only team with a Dragon in this game. It looks like they're going to use the Rift Herald to crack through some of these tier 2s and then maybe turn their attentions towards the Drake before Utgun spawns in 3.5 minutes.
I think the thing is, usually you see Rift Herald kind of used to crack open a tier 1 tower because he's struggling to get there as Mirwin, as trades, but the fact that you've already...
how they are managing not to make any mistakes. Because in this sort of situation, it is easy to be like, oh, we're just in the lead, overstep a little bit, right? We saw there Mirwin trading with Genex. He wins that 1v1. You saw he was very much an advantage to the health. He looks for the public execution, spiraling despair going down as well. The 2v1 also in Mirwin's favor. Genex gets a counter-strike. Mirwin diving forward, and just as I praised them for not overstepping, Lupi comes back in, but where's the damn damage? You don't have any of Genax's in there. In the end, the tower will fall. The Drake and MKoi have total control of this game.
Course. Yes.
Yes, it is. Wait, pending riot approval.
Soon, TM.
TP behind. SK are looking for something here. Lupi does have the quickness. Is he going to get down with it? MKoi looking for the re-engage, and Rika pops the stopwatch. Rahel caught out towards the backside. Counter-strike coming onto Alvaro as well as they're looking for the CC chain, but MKoi wrapped up Genex like a gift basket. He did. Wait, he did it. He's whooping. He's whooping on them, guys. Whoop! Straight onto the back line.
They just couldn't stop it. It was just too quick. They were gone before their very eyes, and now the towers will fall with it. Just, again, great picks from Movistar Koi, and I really do like the fact that they are using this dive composition alongside, like, the Severing Bolts. Like, these are the combos inherent to this, and Movistar Koi are just setting up fantastically with it.
Well, Super didn't hit the tower. You do need the turning circle of a dime to be able to get to that tower. I think Rift Herald hasn't got those new stabilizers installed yet. You can tell I don't know anything about cars. Jojo just stepping forward.
That's my 5-year-old bike.
I mean, they have Voracious. Just take the fight. You got false lives. SK won't even get any of them down for now. MKoi going to reset, it looks like.
Been in a while. Like, I really don't know who's going to come out on top this split.
I think alongside it, it's not G2 at the top. Right, and them struggling as Jojo flashes over the Glacial Prison. Does still have the Voracious Attica. And meanwhile, there's an engage in the mid lane. Cease and desist onto Rahel. Lupi dashes away. Saves his own life for only a second as the Vault Breaker follows him. Depth Charge going to land as well. They still are just chasing forward for Lupi. We'll see Elioya retreat. Genax underneath the tower. Alvaro and Mirwin still have their false lives.
That was a hook, Alvaro.
Spare GA. Hey.
Look, he's
We
winning.
watch and we don't judge, okay? Mirwin's still trading in it. Like, you could just look for a little bit more damage. The thing here is, often if you're trading your false life, they should win. The G2 game, I think at the moment they would feel like they should win as well, but G2 today did look a little bit more like their former selves.
Isma's building Heartsteel, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I'm pretty sure. Double Giants.
Yeah.
Just like on the Giants build there, we'll make sure.
Yeah, I was like, this is definitely not the Warmogs build.
But you could get a Clink.
It is, yeah. It is the... oh, maybe? No.
Yeah, the Heartsteel definitely builds out Double Giants. Go behind for 25 minutes. Oh, did Lupi see them? I'm going to say he didn't. I'm going to say perhaps he did not observe the fact that MKoi were waiting for him in the bush. It's another kill. Over to Super. Elioya perhaps looking for Rika. Cease and desist goes in. Good stopwatch. has a second to think about what he's done, what his team's done this game, and the answer to that, not much, as MKOI continued to collapse. Glacial Prison landing on Elyoya, though. He almost falls, he still survives. Spiraling Despair on Jax as they can't get their second kill of the game. The tower forfeit for MKOI. 12-1 now, their advantage. It's going to be an 8,500.
Although with the Hex Gates, yeah, he's
Yeah,
actually going to have to back
not
away.
quite.
But still, Baron up and available. You get to do your thing as Mirren. Do it. So again, no damage. So I think Mirren's going to be okay with this one. He'll just
I think
walk his
it's
way out.
more send a message.
Is the message that
How
Mirren's...
long can we CC Mirren? He's got Swift March, so he's got that 4% extra movement speed.
Sorry, Mirren can double kill.
Yeah, but we're ruining his tempo. He
The
hasn't
tempo
got to
for
reset
Baron, yeah,
yet.
they will. If we ruin his tempo here, the rest of MKOI can never get Baron.
No, MKOI
Break
can,
off.
but Mirwin can't, Rob. You got to take the small wins where you can. But yes, MKOI will take the Baron, as you say. And
Are we being a bit?
like, hey, we're working on this project. At some point, you have to expect to see something. I just don't think we've seen anything from SK yet. Obviously, there's still spring, there's still summer, but the fact that with 3 games left in the split, we are saying there are still splits in a month's time, shows how SK have performed so far. Jojo gets a kill on Loopy. Alvaro locked up for a second. Rahel was able to dash across the wall, buffering out, but Elyoya's on the chase, and it's a public execution for Rahel as Mirwin takes him down. Isma, Rika, and Genax being chased away. Elyoya could just jump across the wall. I think he's going to. Look at that Vault Breaker using the Oracles to catch out Rika. And the stopwatch doesn't really buy him much time at all. Mirwin dashing forward for Genax. MKOI with the Baron, 27 minutes in, are pushing through the base. The first inhibitor forfeit, and perhaps the Nexus towers to boot.
Isma didn't build hard steel with Warmogs.
Oh, Warmogs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay.
Sorry, but there's
no
the
hard
engage.
steel.
There we go. Loopy will fall. The rest of SK are sure to crumble. The towers return to rubble, and I think Movistar Koi are going to be very, very happy with this.
Did go for the Warmogs in the end. Double Giant's belt. In the end, I think he must have sold one of them because I'm pretty sure Warmogs builds out of a single Giant's belt. But yeah, as you say, MKOI will clean it up. 17 kills to 1. A dominant performance by them. Impeccable stuff. SK, on the other hand, found wanting.